Hey, what's going on everyone? FM Journeyman here, and welcome to episode 4 of my Championship Manager 0102 save with Manchester City. So let's continue where we left off. It's a little bit of an international break now between us and the next game, which is going to be up against Nottingham Forest, Watford, Stockport, Barnsley, and Crystal Palace. As I mentioned, I'm going to try and get through at least 5 games per episode, so we'll see how that goes. Obviously, I've got my scout in Scandinavia right now. Honestly, if you're new to the game, it's your best bet. Just go and scout Scandinavia and South America. You'll find the two best regions for quality talents coming through. And as long as you can get some real cheap bargains too, no matter what level you play at, you can get cheap bargains to come in and help your team win. All right, so we got the English First Division Manager of the Month. Awesome, yes. You know what? They even sent me the trophy. Yep, there it is, folks. Yep, there it is. Beautiful trophy, right? You can ignore the Leisure Leagues thing at the bottom. But yeah, we won the Manager of the Month, so awesome. First award for me. Then Tomadero got the Player of the Month. Not a surprise, really. 13 goals in 12 appearances. Slacking a little bit. He could do a bit better than that. And then, who's this? Matthew Turner won apparently Young Player of the Month. Alright, so who's this guy? Not really any good. Let me see. Alessandro, the right back. He's okay. Don't really have the money to sign him, though. Alright, so obviously Man City board are very happy with my performance, as you would expect. Daniel Berg. He actually looks pretty good. He's actually a really good player. A lot of money for him, though, and get just as good for half the price. Good player, good player. Keep an eye on him. Farnerud, that's a player I was trying to bring in. 17 years old, got a bright future ahead of him. Rejected £500,000. I got $3 million in the bank now after selling Berkovic and Tiato. So I do have a bit of money to spend. So I'll try and put another cheeky bid in for Farnerud. Alessandro, he looks pretty good too. He looks a bit tasty, doesn't he? And the shortlist. And maybe assign him next summer. Who's this guy? Marco Cozzori. Actually kind of like him, to be honest with you. Attacking midfielder. Who else we got? Ronaldo. He's crap. He doesn't get to play with me. Alright, so moving on. Okie dokie. So Man City players using the Swedish under-21 team. Jonathan got 2 goals. Karlstrom played as well, only got average rating of 6. That's a bit crap. Freddie Risp. I really want to sign this guy desperately. You know what? Let's put another bid in for him. Why the hell not? That should meet his clause. Who else? I really want to sign Risp. Krista Persson, he's a good player too. He's very, very solid. Go ahead and scout him. Let's make sure I get enough money together to sign him. Rade Prika. He gets a few goals. Per Nilsson. Don't know too much about him, actually. Go ahead and scout him. I can't remember him being a good player or not. So let's go and scout him anyway. Alright, moving on. UK and Irish search. Andrew Campbell, you're crap. Alright, so match rearranged. Tynes, you're crap, son. Completed. That's not good. Alright, Benabia, yep, you can go. Perfect. Tip for promotions. You know what? Let's be a bit cocky, shall we? Let's go We Are Challengers, definitely. And apparently, the optimism, delights of supporters, and my chairman and my boss, so made the right choice there. And Benabia can go. Goodbye, Ali Benabia. You were a legend in your time, but no use to me right now. All right, so our reserves lost 3-1. Don't really care about that, to be honest with you. Let's see what we got here. Who is this? Elson Avello. I'm not signing you because I can't pronounce your name. Moving on. All right. Barrientos, nope, no thank you, sir. Ravallo, nope, no thank you, sir. Roberto Pompey, you're pretty good. 31 years old, though, too old. I know it sounds really bizarre to say it, but it's too old. I like to start trying younger players and help them grow into the team. Allison, he's alright. It's not bad. Wouldn't sign him, though. Risp is accepted, but again, he doesn't want to sign for us. So I'm just going to have to keep trying with him, and we'll get a deal done eventually for him, because with him and Chiotas and Victory and Duff, we've got a pretty good back line. So anyway, going into today's game, we got Paul Ritchie back, so he'll go into the team instead of Psycho. What changes can we make? I think that'll be it. We are playing very well. Not keen to change too many things, and hopefully we'll get a victory over Nottingham Forest today. And of course they have Marlon Harewood, Chris Bart Williams, He was a pretty good player in his day. David Putin, he's actually a really good player in the game. If you can get him on a cheap, he's actually a really, really solid defensive midfielder. But I've got Hacken Mild, who's just as good, honestly, and pretty much half the price. Alright, so 20 minutes gone almost. No goals yet. And there was, right on cue, there it is. Paolo Wanchop having an absolutely wonderful season so far. That's his 10th goal of the season. Couldn't expect that out of him. I knew he was going to do well for me, but I did not expect him to notch up as many 10 goals in as few games as we had. Okay. So what we got going on? All right. So it's pretty even so far. Even Steven really in the match stats. Who got the assist? Jamie Victory, of course, got the assist. Who else would? All right. So almost halftime. So we get nick a goal here. Nope, we can't nick a goal. All right, so halftime whistle has blown. Pretty even game so far, to be honest with you, so it could go either way. But obviously, the way we've been defending recently, I'm expecting Forest to get a goal here. All right, so what we got going on? Okie dokie, so 55 minutes on the clock. Anyone struggling with fitness? Anyone playing poorly so far? Poor Richie struggling at right centre half. Let's go. Oh, of course, Eugene Bopp getting the goal there. Just before I make the change. Alright, so let's bring on Rasberg for poor Richie. Let's also bring on Kim Karlström for Mark Kerr, and let's go for it. Why the hell not? Form is in our favour. Let's try and take advantage of it. Alright, so... Oh, there it is. Mike Duff getting a goal. First goal of the season for Mike Duff. It's actually been pretty disappointing. Usually he's much, much better than that. Average rating looks pretty good, but he usually gets much more assists than that. That's only his third assist of the season. Sorry, second assist of the season, only his first goal. Right. And surprisingly, Tomadura didn't score today, and we still won. So good results all around. I guess we weren't first in the table. I guess we lost a spot. Anyway, we're second in the table now. West Brom, just behind West Bromwich Albion. They're actually pleased with that result of Nottingham Forest. Obviously, they're a team that they may board respect. So good to get a result against them. Alright, so who do we have next up? We have Watford at home. Cool, alright, so players might be a little bit tired. Finally, they've accepted an offer for him. Let's do a squad rotation. Let's get him in on a pretty cheap deal. Awesome. And he's not going to play straight away because he's not quite ready for it, but in a couple of seasons' time, he'll be a really, really, really good player. Any changes to the team? Alright, so let's take a look at the condition of the players. Anyone really struggling out there? Jonas Lundon's at 95%, so what I'm going to do is play Karlström instead of him. The others can stay for now, but I will keep an eye on Tomadura as fitness levels. Alright, it's up against Watford. Who do Watford have? Heider Helgeson, big target man. Stephen Hughes, good midfielder in his day. Ramon Vega, Paul Robinson, skinhead, left back. And of course, one of the players I mentioned, Ramon Vega, getting the goal from the centre half position. Alright, so all Watford so far in the first 15 minutes of the game. They've actually got a second goal there. Marcus Gale getting the second for them. So 2-0 down, not a good start, is it? Alright, 3-0 down. Alright, this is getting embarrassing now. Alright, so you know what? Let's go on the attack straight away, shall we? Mark Kerr, going to push you forward. Everyone's been very poor so far. Chiota's got an average rating of 4. That's not good. It does take a good couple of seasons for Chiota to be a really good goalkeeper. But nevertheless, I mean, 4 is kind of unacceptable. Alright. Let's see if we get to halftime without any more damage. Tomadura gets a goal before halftime. That's a good time to score. So only 2 goals down. 2 goals down. Now let's take a look at see what we can do to try and push things along in the right direction. I'm going to bring on Jonas Lundon and actually play him up top. He's got lots of goals this season. 7 goals, in fact, in 13 appearances. That's the only other change I'm going to make, just for now, because I do have further options if I need it. And they've got a red card, so that's a very, very good sign. Barnsley getting a goal, 3-2. We're right back in this game now. Tommy Smith getting sent off. Remember being a hard-working forward. Let's see, 63 minutes on the clock. Oh, I'm tempted to make a change. Alright, 70 minutes on the clock. Still got time to make a change. Alright, so who do I have? Paul Dickoff. Instead of Haaland, I'm going to bring on Hacken Mild. A little bit more creative. I mean, Haaland has been scoring goals lately, but I don't know. Got to do something. Got to do something different. Instead of Mark Kerr, I'm going to bring on Dickoff, and I'm going to move London back to the centre midfield role and play Dickoff up top with Madeira. Let's see if that'll do the trick. Let's see if we can complete this epic comeback. There it is. Hackenmold. Oh, there you go. I just knew all along. I knew it was the right decision. It was just instinct to bring on Hackenmold. Instinct, I tell you. Here's maybe a chance to make it 4-3 to complete an absolutely epic comeback. Corner kick. Oh, come on, boys. Oh, unlucky. All right, so happy to get the draw. Not happy the fact we are 3-0 down within 23 minutes of the game. But nevertheless, to pull back to make it 3-3 was a pretty good result, to be honest with you. Alright, so I'm going to have to redo the scouts because everyone's come back. Alright, so you're not assigned. Alright, so you go to Scandinavia. Alright, anyone in good there? I'm going to assign anyone here. No, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like I'm really interested in any of these guys. Alright, moving on. You're going to be going to... Let's do South America. Let's send you, Mr. Jim Castle, out to... let's go to Asia. Why the hell not? And last but not least, Mr. James Doolan. Send you over to Africa. Perfect. Alright. Good. Good enough. Moving on. Good enough. Alright. So we just signed Alex Farnerud. Awesome. Good signing. Really, really good signing. Alright. Perfect. Let's get him into training straight away. Alright, Farmerud, you go to the youth because you're under the age of 18. Hopefully you'll grow and develop there. Again, he's got really good attributes already in some areas, but obviously there's a lot of weaknesses there too. So he's not going to get too much game time this season, but he will definitely improve, and he should be ready by the start of next season. Alright, so changes to the team. Let me see, Jonas Lundin for Karlström, you think? Yeah, let's do that. Go back to the positions. Everyone's 100%, so we can pick our best team. Rasberger's only been solid. Steve Howie, he's been poor when he's played. I'm looking to try and fix something at the back, because whatever we're doing right now is not working. I'm not going to drop Duff for victory, so it's pretty much between Morrison, who's been solid, and Richie, who's also been just as solid, but not quite sure what's going on there. Childers didn't play very well the last game. He only got an average rating of 4, but that's an anomaly, 7, 8, 9. So I'm not going to drop him quite yet. Let's bring off Morrison. Let's try something a little bit different today. We're up against Stockport, who of course currently play in the Vanarama North. I've actually managed them a couple of times in more modern Football Manager games. They've definitely dropped down the leagues, haven't they? Aaron Wilbraham was a player I remember. I should stop doing this, to be honest with you, because every time I look back at these opposition team, they go ahead and score. So, you know what? Forget them. Let's focus on our team. There was Paul Ritchie getting a goal. Well played, son. Well played. That's his third of the season. Alright. We're still chasing West Bromwich Albion, though. That draw has opened the gap up a little bit. Only 3 points, but still. How are we doing the match stats-wise? So, pretty even so far. Paul Ritchie's goal being the only difference. Oh, you've got a yellow card. There was it one shot? Nope. Opposition player Leo Rogat. Okie dokie. So 40 minutes on the clock. Starting to take over a little bit. But of course, as soon as we say that, Aaron Wilbraham gets a goal just before halftime. So 1-1 at halftime. Not great. Not great. Because Stockport aren't doing... actually doing really well this season. I mean, they shouldn't be. They're not that good of a team. But they're actually doing really well. Spoke too soon. Okie dokie, so what we got? 60 minutes on the clock. I think time for a change. Alright, so yep, let's push forward here. I'm not bringing off Madeira, you can forget that. Let's bring on Karlström. Let's also bring on Hackenmold. Let's do it for Mark Kerr. Alright, that should be good enough. Let's see if we can snatch a winner late on here. As long as we don't concede, that's all that matters, really. Alright, 89 minutes on the clock. Looks like it's going to be a draw. Yep, a draw. Disappointing draw. I expected to beat Stockport away from home. An unfortunate result has now put us in third place. Now 5 points behind West Brom. Okay. I want to get automatically promoted. I don't want to go for the playoffs. That's the last thing I want. Min Wei. Yep. I love the name. Not going to sign you, though. Okie dokie. So who we got on next? Barnsley at home. Now, Barnsley, they've been pretty bad, despite their talented players like Kevin Gallen, Lee Jones, whoever he is. Darren Barnard. Remember him, Welsh international left winger. Yeah, they're not very good, really, are they? Yeah, we should be beating them pretty comfortably. Of course, now I said that, we're probably going to lose comfortably. Let's go take a look at the condition of the players before we kick off. Everything looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. Okay, so there we go. Goal for 12 minutes in. Jonas London getting a goal, 8th goal of the season for him. And of course, we equalise again. Our defence is worse than a sieve. It just leaks everything. Leaks goals, left, right, centre. Doesn't matter who it is, who we play. But guaranteed he concede at least 1 goal a game. I was hoping that Chiota signing would help us out a little bit, but it really hasn't, to be honest with you. Maybe we've got to look a bit more deeper into the tactics itself. I usually don't concede as many goals as this. It's a little bit bizarre. Not quite sure why. We are dominating the game, as you can see there. 1 shot on target, and it happened to go in. Alright, so I'll get Andy Morrison and Paul Ritchie at the back. Oh, God, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Barnsley taking the lead. Alright, what tactics are they playing? Just the 4-4-2. Nothing special. Let's move Kerr there. Let's bring Karlstrom on for him. And let's bring on Hackenmard for Alf Inge Haaland. Let's also make a change at the back as well. Let's bring on Rasberg from Morrison. Alright, so 3 changes. Going for broke here, ladies and gentlemen. I do not want to lose the Barnsley. That would be embarrassing. Of course, we get an injury. Alright, so Madeira, play up top by yourself. Because I don't want to go 3-1 down. That would be disastrous. Get in. Oh, fuck you, referee. Fuck you, referee. This game has the ultimate oh fuck moments because it looks like you scored and it just, takes it away from you just like that. But we have scored though. Kim Karlstrom getting a goal, 17 minutes, and we get a winner. Get in there, my son. With 10 men on the field, making it 3-2 last minute, winning there for Barca. They only had 2 shots on target all game. That's unacceptable, man. Come on, man. I signed you last game. I talked you up. I said you were one of the greatest goalkeepers in the game. And they had 2 shots on target and they both go in. You're better than that, son. Alright, so one chop's out for 2 weeks. So that's gonna give Paul Dickoff a chance, believe it or not. Sean Goater's also going to get a look on the bench. Oh, I'm tempted to play Darren Huckabee though, a bit more mobile. Could also play Farmood. No, that's good. Let's play Dickoff. Let's do Dickoff. Yeah, he's earned his chance. He has come on and scored a couple of key goals for us this season. We're up against Crystal Palace though in a couple of days' time on a weird Friday night game. Who's this guy? He looks pretty good. A little bit old though. Not old at all. Add to the shortlist. Why not? I'll keep a close eye on him. Who's this guy? Need to know more about you. Get me a better report. Need to know more about you. But some of these players do look actually pretty promising. 23-year-old forward. A lot of pace. Scored a few goals so far this season. Yeah, add you to the shortlist. Yeah, why not? Alright. Newcastle bid for Steve Howie, 1.1 million. Yeah, you can go for that. Not bothered about you, son. Alright, so got a few players that are tired. Let's start Karlstrom instead of London. Mike Duff, not gonna rest you. Alright, that's the only change. Obviously, Paul Dickoff plays as head of One Shop, who was out for a couple of weeks. Okie dokie, so hopefully a bit better performance today from Chiatas if he doesn't play well again. Of course, Tom Young's getting a goal early on. Again, if he doesn't play very well today, I will in fact drop him to the bench. Don't want to do it really, because he is my goalkeeper of the future here, so I want to play him as much as I possibly can, but I can't keep conceding goals like I am. I mean, saying that, Carlo Nash wasn't really doing much better. Okay, so only 1 shot on target for us so far. That's embarrassing. We're at Palace right now in the league. Mid-table team. Okay, so 26 minutes on the clock. Alright, so coming to the game a bit more now. Getting a few more shots off on goal. Oh, we get a goal. Yep, Andy Morrison getting a goal. Get in there, son. Oh, fuck you. Simon Roger getting a goal for Crystal Palace. Who do they have? David Hopkin, remember him. Jamie Pollock. Oh, Tomadura getting his 15th goal of the season. Back to goal scoring ways for Tomadura. Good to see. It's been a couple of games since he scored. Alright. Let me see. Alright, so what we got going on right now as far as fitness level goes. Last game was only a couple of days ago. Everyone's holding up pretty well, to be honest with you. In the mid-80s, early 90s, so honestly, they could afford to work a bit harder, to be honest with you. Got the assists. Jamie Victory with an assist, of course. And it was a self-made goal. And Barsom getting a goal as well. That's his 6th for the season. 7 assists for him. He's had a really, really nice season so far. Alright, so 74 minutes on the clock. Alright, let's try and hold on to it. Oh, Tomadura getting a 4-2. Okay, so let's go and try and hold on to this. Let's go play a little bit more defensively. Let's bring off Kallstrom. Let's bring on Maud. Let's also give Sean the Goater a run out. Why the heck not? Alright, so yep, he's got 10 minutes on to hold on to the game for a good victory and actually put us top of the table, even though we do have a goal in hand. And Tomadura gets his hat-trick. That's as his 17th goal of the season. So good victory away at Selhurst Park. Really good victory there. Alright, so reaching the 20-minute mark. I'm about out of time for this episode. Hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. Upcoming fixtures, we have Bolton, West Brom. That's going to be a big game. They are second in the table. And then we have Preston, Rotherham, and Burnley, and then Gillingham. Okay, so that'll be the next episode. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you are, smash like. If you want to see more videos by me in the future, hit subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.